Ah, yeah, sure. Gas right in the microphone. Go right ahead. All right. So we are going to start real soon. Just doing the usual, being hella annoyed because for those of you that actually watch my Saturdays, once a month Saturday streams, usually I have a perfectly flat angle on the art, and today I have like a really close. I'm going to zoom it out a little bit because apparently today my phone decided that it doesn't like to stay in landscape mode when flat, so now I have to put it at an angle or else it's going to twist around and gets itself into portrait mode even if it's flat. It just decided to do that. That's why the stream is started a little late because I was trying to fix it. Because whenever I have a stream, something has to go wrong, and today it's that. So first things first, of course, I'm going to pose the rules. It's important to pose the rules. I did add, like I did a couple different things since last stream. You guys probably already noticed the background is no longer a pink video. It is now a slideshow of battle backgrounds from Final Fantasy VI. The same version as the sprites. As for the sprites, you guys will not notice right now as we speak, but might notice later depending on who decides to pop up whenever a new viewer shows up. I have replaced all the greens in all the other sprites, because my chroma screen is this bright green, and apparently all the other greens except for the green soldier and Terra's hair would turn were the same value slash saturation slash shade as the chroma screen. and would turn invisible when appearing on screen. This will no longer happen. I have changed all the greens, and I have tested them as I was working on them. So now nobody should be semi-transparent, or in the case of the Kappa Sprite, completely transparent. And the one last thing I did is I was able to change the sprite of the Starcatch game. For those of you who are used to seeing this little character, sometimes a star appear above. Like if you can see my icon over here, a star would appear above the little sprites, and if you put in the jump command, you can catch it for some points. Eventually you'll be able to use the points for things. I'm still figuring that out. But I managed to replace the star with a sylph. So now whenever you see a sylph flying around, you can catch it for points instead of a star. I kept the sparkles because I felt it was pretty apropos. But now you can go ahead and catch yourself an Esper instead of a generic star. And I think that's pretty neat. And I just dropped another one. Because I also have control of those, actually. Just gotta move this over here. I'm not using my YouTube window right now. So that's it for that, for the changes on the stream itself. And as you can see from my lack of portrait on the corner, oh, we got somebody new. But it's actually... Oh, today you are Shadow. That is awfully cool. It's Anime Geek Draws. Hello! So happy to see you. Don't know how long you'll be able to stay because this might be a work day. I don't know. But thank you for showing up. I was just done explaining all the changes I've put, but I think they're pretty clear. So happy to see you. And I think one of the sylphs just ran into your face, but anyway. We are going to start with the actual challenge by listing off the colors as we do every month. So the colors this month were 21534D, that's the hex code. I'm going to tell the hex codes now if anybody's interested. Deep Ocean, E3D, 1B3 Seafoam, and 5cc 3B4 Lagoon. Therefore, the colors I have picked matching these codes were Copic... Where am I? You're welcome. You need... Oh. Like, I know I programmed that... for new people, but it looks like it's going to reply that. I like how you say 3. Fuck off, okay? No, don't fuck off. I'm joking. I'm joking. Like, I'm literally a French girl trying to speak English, so... Of course, there's going to be a little accent. But yeah, I'm hoping that reply isn't gonna show up every... Well, it's the restream one, so it should show up every 10 minutes. I might change it to every 15 so it doesn't spam. But it's for people that don't follow me, and, well, it explains it in the chat line. So anyway, as I was saying, Copics, the first color that I picked was BG78 Bronze for Deep Ocean. For Seafoam, I picked where am I? E31 Brick Beige. I'm going to lower this one because this light is going to give me 3rd-degree burns if I touch it. And for Lagoon, I picked BG34 Horizon Green. And of course, in case I need them, I also got the Chameleon Liners, GR4 for Evergreen. And as with every time I put them in the screen, I wish they would put the actual color name on the barrel instead of just the code. NU Tree Fawn. And finally, for Lagoon, BG3 Turquoise. or in French, turquoise. Now, where are my prompts? I got my prompts. I think I'm just going to shift this pencil just a little bit more. Just a wee bit more, lassie. Gonna make this pencil sharper. And we're going to start with the prompts. I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm somewhat having a good day. Somewhat, quote unquote. There's the phone issue that I mentioned earlier. And yesterday, because I tried to test my stuff before I stream, and like everything works, but just before I stream, something breaks. But yesterday I was trying out my Pretzel.rocks app, the one I use so I can get music on the stream without getting yelled at by Paramount or something. I don't know. Viacom, that's the one. Or Nintendo. Because God forbid. Enjoy our shit, but not like that. And I'm laughing, but I'm crying on the inside. So I tried out the app, and the station, the station that I usually use is called Chiptunes, because it's pretty clear I like chiptunes. And I usually like instrumental music, because I focus better. Because I have to talk during these. If there was lyrics to the music that I played, I wouldn't be able to talk, because I wouldn't be able to think. I'd be focused on the lyrics. That's all, folks. But since last week, apparently, come here, you. Since last week, apparently, they put the Chiptunes station behind a paywall. So in order to keep being able to use that specific station, I actually had to buy a premium account on Pretzel. So, for example, I don't have to have the bot telling you the song anymore. But I like to keep it there to advertise the people that are making this music. But that costs me like $150 for a year, because I knew I was going to use it regularly, but at the same time, it's a little shitty. To put stations behind a paywall like that. Because the free way before was to just have a limited version of the playlist of the station that was playing. But now they just put entire stations behind paywalls, and I was like, the fuck am I supposed to do now? So I had no choice, and I had to invest. Next person that tells me I don't do sacrifices for you guys is going to have to suck my... Hi, Coco! Nice to see you. So yeah, slow start to the stream. Trying desperately to fix some stuff. I like how, like, I didn't know, I thought this job was called the entertainer, because what I'm doing is a goof off slash gadabout female from Dragon Quest III as per the request. And I didn't know what a gadabout was. And the person that requested it sent me the reference image of what they wanted, and I was like, oh! So basically white Silaz. Silaz being my fan bunny girl that I made especially for Risa's story. Because even if she's black, she still has the poofy blonde hair. Because, I mean, if Eric can have blue hair, Silaz can have blonde hair. Okay? Okay. Why am I shrugging? You guys can't see me. So in a way, it's still going to be Silaz because, like, my reference, the suit is blue. But as you guys just saw, I'm going to be coloring it in green. And Silaz's outfit is usually green, so it's just going to be a really pale Silaz. For those curious, in Risa's story, which is basically a fanfic of Dragon Quest XI, Silaz is the one that finds Risa alone and not feeling too well and hands her the poster for the Gallipolis Circus. Basically, Silaz is the Kickstarter of Risa's adventure. Risa sees Sylvando on the poster, and she's like, I know those eyes. And then she hounds her parents to go to the circus so she can see for herself who this man is. And then it all goes downhill from there. But yeah, so Silaz doesn't show up past that. Like, it's just a scene in the prologue. I consider anything before meeting 11 the prologue. Is it prologue or prologue? I say prologue. But she is absolutely instrumental to the story. Could say Silaz was in the right place at the right time. I've drawn her a couple of times. She's super cute and she's super nice. And she's got a Southern girl accent, because why the fuck not? Also, yeah, reduce the timer for people who don't participate in chat for their avatar to disappear. If you want your avatar to be there, you either have to put in the sit command, which would put you in idle in a little tent, or you have to participate more. I'm a little curious about my bots, my other bots that disappeared though, my Restream bot. My reference doesn't have those little cheek things that I just put on, but I just like the little cheek things. I also did some changes around in the coulisses. The fuck's the name of that in English again? Backstage. From now on, any new clients that want to talk to me about projects, they have to go through my agent, because I have an agent now. Her name is Joey. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. She's absolutely awesome. She's a gem. I love her. And she's basically going to take care of everything I don't feel like taking care of. It's not that I don't like talking to people, it's that I don't like talking to people that aren't serious about what they want. And just yesterday I had another guy that friended me, and I was like, well, he's a comic writer, so he's probably going to want to talk about comics. And then after a week, he decides to talk to me, he says hi, and I said, hello, can I help you? And he goes, nah, not really, and then he fucks off. And I absolutely fucking hate that. You are invited to take a long walk off a short pier. I don't need this anymore. Like, have a little respect. Like, if I can't help you, at least tell me why you're talking to me. And if anything, because you have to go through Joey, you'll have a more polite experience, because sometimes I'm just so fucking done, you know? But the idea is that doing it this way, she'll filter out the jackasses and will only make me deal with serious people that want serious work. At least that's what I'm hoping. Check the color of everything. Okay. Starting with this one because it's easy. Where am I? The angle working good for you guys? Because like I said, usually I put it like flat over and not at an angle, but my phone decided to be a little bitch today. And this is why my stream is 18 and up, folks. Because sometimes I just get so fucking annoyed that I will cuss for me and you and the neighbor. I'm guessing it's also why nobody sponsors me. So yeah, I've been slowly changing my my stuff around. So more people would contact Joey if they're trying to contact me. Also, for regular customers, nothing changes for you. You can still contact me privately. That's not an issue. I know you guys. You got, like, you're regulars, so I think it goes without saying that you're tolerable. But any new people that try to contact me for something, you will be directed to Joey. And encouraged to contact me through my Facebook page instead of my Facebook personal page. But regulars, nothing changed for you. You have earned the right to talk to me. I know how it sounds, and I don't care. This is purely to preserve my sanity. Right before the stream also I did an inventory of all my, well, almost. I still need to do the inventory of this model of sketch card. So that I know where I'm at and what I can offer. I'm having a lot of fun with the line art of this card. Then again, I'm always having fun when drawing hair. And Toriyama's curly hair is a delight to draw. That's why I chose it to add to Silaz's design. But once again, this is a generic bunny girl. This is not Scylla's. Her eye shape is different. She actually has wrinkles because she's older. Not much, but if you look close, Scylla's has some smile lines. That doesn't matter, she's beautiful. But, where's my... There we go. It was behind my kneaded eraser. Gonna let this get about dry, and we are going to switch to the next prompt. Which is... Oh, sure, why not? I'm gonna put the cards way over here because here I risk hooking the cable of my camera too much. And of course, gonna have a little sippy sip because it's important to stay hydrated. I'm mixing the ice. ASMR ice. That probably sounds absolutely horrible. Cherry Kool-Aid. Usually I prefer grapes, but the grapes Kool-Aid for some reason gives me a headache now, so... I'm trying to avoid headaches. I don't have enough head for all those headaches. I'm not smart enough to suffer so much. Oh. It sounds like a sucking drain. Well, there you go. Plumber ASMR right there. I'm not good at hands, but I like to add hands. Adding hands adds a little more life to a drawing, I feel. I could draw her more Amano-like, but I don't feel like it. Because that's the thing with these. Sure, they're requests, yes. But I do what I want. When they're commissions, then you get to decide how I go about it. But I'm doing these for free, basically, before I sell them on the store. So, yeah. I'm going to draw her however the fuck I want. Like, I push a lot about doing whatever I want on these because, like, I'm an extremely petty person. Like, really petty, like, ridiculously petty. I'm still sour that someone asked me for commissions on my sketch cards, but then asked me to draw on the back of the sketch cards so you wouldn't see my logo on the front. I did it, but it's not that I wasn't thinking "fuck you" the entire time. So yeah, don't accept that bullshit anymore. As in, you can fuck right off. With that rude ass bitch. That is such albator hair. What's the name of that in English again? Captain Harlock. Is that Rydia? Looks kind of like her kid form. It totally is! Yes! I still got it. That is indeed Rydia's kid form. Pretty sure that the suggester expected the adult form, but there's not enough Kid Rydia in the world. Sorry, but there's probably going to be more of that. That's why I said I could draw a Romano style, but that's not what I feel like right now. As far as projects go, I am down to 4 pages left on Calming Calamity. And honestly, I'm excited. Because after that, we will be working on a very special announcement that I think you guys will enjoy. That I think, that I know. Who am I kidding with that I think? I know you guys will enjoy it. Going to be very exciting. I will say that the announcement is going to be about the Mario comics that we're making, and that is all I will say for now. Because then it wouldn't be fun if we were to blurt out everything right away, now would it? Where's the fun in that if you guys know right away what we're doing? But no, I put it here. So we're gonna hang her up and we are going to finish the Getabout. Also, while I do collect the prompts the day before, I decide on the spot where I'm going to apply the colors. Like, I'm making this challenge challenging. Plus, it was one of those months where the first of the month was the Friday, so it's not like I had a lot of time to think. But oh no, not you, not you. Sorry, I'm looking for my my vinyl eraser because I know I have a bigger chunk left than this, and the first eraser I got was my Tony eraser. I'm like, no, 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 no. That's not a good idea. That is not a good idea. Well, I don't know where my bigger chunk is, so I'm going to leave that there for now and try out whatever's left of this one. I like slightly see-through vinyl erasers for more gentle erasing. The Tony eraser I usually use to remove ink mistakes, but it's usually used to erase screen tone, to do ombre's effect and stuff like that. It's a very harsh It's also known as a sand eraser because there are legit particles of sand in it. It's a very harsh eraser, but for what I'm doing right now, that is not the type of eraser I need. The thing with the vinyl erasers that I like is that they're super cheap, but at the same time, they're really hard to find. Like, this was from the dollar stores, like, as you can tell from the color, this used to be like a light blue, so it's old. Used to be at the dollar store here years ago, and then they stopped carrying them, and then it was kind of fucked over. I have like a huge collection of erasers here. I need to use these up before I buy some new ones. Sorry. Offended myself, apparently. But it's not like I can afford to buy new ones because I had to... Anyway. Let's not dwell, let's just color. If I could go back in time, I would change all my original Copics for brush nibs one. Now I have a whole collection of brush nib, which is nice, but my original colors that I've had for decades would be nice to have a brush nib on them. Like if I was super rich, I would buy a shitload of mini brush nibs and change all my small bullet nibs for brush nibs. Let me finish the Gadabout's hair first, and then I'll show you what I mean, because I do have one of my original Copics. I've heard Copics and Copics. I tend to say Copics, sometimes I say Copics. That I customize by changing the bullet to a brush nib. And as you guys know, since I mentioned it earlier, I love drawing and rendering hair, and the brush nib is so good for that. Because I can get the texture of the hair just by flicking the brush. It's so good. Shiro, do we need Copics to do that? Not necessarily. Of course, it's better when you actually have alcohol markers, because then you can layer better. But it doesn't have to be the expensive ones. Like, I didn't try the Ohuhus, but the Ohuhus have a good reputation, and they're cheaper. So if you want to go cheaper, go right ahead and try it out, you know? Not gonna judge you. If anything, whenever you can save money, do it. Being an artist is expensive. Being a nerdy artist is even more expensive. Because you don't just buy art supplies, then you also buy figures and comics and merch. Do you realize that my Sylvando figure, who is no bigger than my hand, cost me $200 fucking dollars? Sure, he came with wrap, but at the same time, holy jeez, these prices. And then I found out there's a variation of that set that comes with an extra head for Sylv, and he's winking, and I'm like, oh. I want it, but I can't afford it. I'm not spending another $200 just for an extra head. My love for this man can only go so far. There we go. No shading on her skin because then it would meld too much with her hair. Just gonna go get my white Posca, because of course I forgot to pull out the white Poscas. Robot jerking ASMR. Because you have to mix them. They're liquid paint in there. I can appreciate the new timer for the characters, because then people that show up for 3 seconds and then leave, they don't stay on screen all day. Shaky, shaky, shaky. That's all I wanted to do. All that just for that. She's so cute. She's so cute. I love her. Sorry about that. Sorry, not sorry. Gonna have another sip of cherry Kool-Aid because it's important to stay hydrated. I'm almost disappointed. I worked too hard on this one. There it is. At least I'm not burping weird stuff. I had fish for lunch. It was tasty. My dad told me he was making hot dogs. He said, if you want some, and I said, yeah. Then he said, I'm not making them right now, I'm going to rest first. And I'm like, then you're going to make them at the same time I'm going to live stream, so I'm going to have something else. just noticed I forgot a line, so I'm gonna leave her dry just a little bit. Not too long. Chameleons actually dry pretty fast. I just like to give them an extra chance to dry. Oh, yes, I almost forgot. I was supposed to show you guys what I did. There we go. So, I changed it on the chisel side. Yes, I did, because I had a chisel nib on my sketch Copic. So, basically, on an original Copic, you have the bullet nib and the chisel nib. But what I did, because I have a sketch version of this specific color, which I do believe that now has a different name because skin white was, well, not okay for obvious reasons, because there's more than one color of skin. No, this one is that name too. But I know it's a different color now. Anyway. So I had a chisel nib on the sketch one, so what I did is I pulled out the chisel nib out of this one and replaced it with a mini brush nib, which is available at JetPens. This live stream not sponsored by JetPens. But yeah, I do believe they have some on hand. I did not check before before I streamed because I bought these nibs like eons ago. And of course, because it's a liquid medium, the color may apply darker than what you expect, but as you can see, as it dries, it goes back to its original color. So sometimes don't be worried. Oh, that's a big comment. For a second, I wondered what rude person you killed while smiling that slasher smile. Sometimes you just gotta let things go, man. I don't, but still, it's good advice. I should, but still, it's good advice. Still, you gotta admit, it's kind of insulting. I like a drawing from you, but I don't want your name on it. Well, I'm not one to point fingers, but yeah. And well, that's a problem. Like, when I talk about it, people are like, "You're not that cute, Shiro. Get over yourself. Be modest. Be humble." And I'm like, it's not a thing of being modest or humble. I'm tiny and I'm round. Automatically, that makes me cute, and automatically that makes people think they can fuck me around. And then they find out. I'm not usually someone who will embrace conflict, but at the same time, I try not to be a pushover. Like, I'm shit at defending myself, okay? And I'm a lot less shit at defending my friends. But sometimes there's some situation, like, you're looking for conflict and you're gonna get it. Like, you can't behave like this towards me and expect to get away with it. Because here's the thing, okay? I'm a freelancer. You want to talk to my boss? Well, that's me. That would be me. You want to talk to my manager? That would be me. You want to talk to my mom? Want to talk to my mom? What exactly do you expect her to do? Your mom's gonna be so disappointed. I do it on purpose to try and disappoint her. Because when it comes down to it, I do what I want. So if you have a request that I will not fill, and then get mad because I won't do it, there's literally nothing you can do. You didn't pay me, so I do believe our conversation ends here. Because I apparently give off this aura of please bully me. And it ends now. Oh, there you are. I gotta be careful because this thing is juicy. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm really putting the tippy tip of this marker on the paper. Oh! Look at that! Hi Sharon Coco, card looks amazing already. Thank you! Nice to see you, Paul. Oh, well, I'm here. While you guys are looking, I changed the sprite for the StarCatch game. Now you guys get to pick to try and grab a Sylph, which is also a character from Final Fantasy VI. The backgrounds are, instead of being a generic pink video, it's a slideshow of the battle backgrounds from Final Fantasy VI. I learned some new stuff this week, so I'm using it all. It's rare that we have Paul on a Saturday. Not that I'm complaining. And we're good for her. So let's see my next prompt. Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna grab a horizontal card for this one. And of course have a little drink, because it's important to stay hydrated. So, fun fact, I'm not good at hats. Well, not being good at something never stopped me before, so... Speaking of not good, I've been playing Mother. And that game is actually pretty fun and playable when you got save states and the ability to rewind, because otherwise I would be so frustrated. And yeah, when they recommend you play Earthbound before you play Mother, there's a very good reason for that. Because Mother is like really plain, like except for the like the layout of the towns, they're pretty much all identical. They use the same sprites pretty much. Like at least there's some color and in certain cases music differences between Annette and Tucson and Threed. But like, one of the best examples is the fact that the towns were originally named after holidays and stuff like that. Love the look of the Mother game. The old school RPGs are the best. Yeah, I think you're talking about Earthbound. Because Mother itself for the NES is very beige. And as I was playing, I also noticed that, yeah, the difficulty is not well balanced at all. But at the same time, there's really not that many bosses. Like, Mother 2/Earthbound is really colorful, and it has a good story, and it actually hints at where you should be going next. There is absolutely zero hints in Mother. And like I said, there's no difference between the towns. Like, there's Reindeer, which I believe was originally Christmas. There's Snowman. There's Spokane, which was originally Halloween. There is visually zero differences between them all. Zero. There's not even a theme of sprites that matches the name. Like, you'd expect Spokane to be like a little bit more purple. I hear Mother is Nintendo hard because of all the random encounters. It is. Like, I've had battles where I've just finished killing something, I took one pixel step, and I was into another random encounter. And then another, and then another. And it wouldn't let up. And in all the hours I've played, I only had 2 enemies drop something. 2. In the literal hours I've played. And as I said earlier, the balance is not well implemented, so you can be fighting something easy for a while, but if you're not careful, suddenly the next random encounter is going to be like ridiculously hard. Like, I just came out of the Rosemary mansion, which is meant to be a haunted mansion. And most of the encounters are okay, but then you get the night, and that damn thing doesn't go down unless you cast your strongest spell on it. Earthbound is better balanced, Moonside's the worst area. Moonside can eat my shorts, okay? Like, the only way you can handle Moonside is with the guide. It's a short area, but it's hard on the eyes. It's both pretty and hard on the eyes. And it's hard on the understanding. And you have to talk to people to warp to certain places, and you literally have to talk to an invisible guy. But like, you know how in Earthbound you have to find sanctuaries to get your songs that you need? And of course you have to beat the boss to have access to the sanctuary. You don't do that in Mother. What happens in Mother is you still have to gather the 8 songs, But you don't have to fight a boss. You just have to find the thing. I think the only boss I've actually really fought so far to obtain the song was the haunted doll in the beginning of the game. And does it really count as a boss? I think it does in a way solely because you don't encounter more of these types of dolls. But at the same time, you're literally at level 1, you don't know what you're doing, so it's more of a tutorial, quote-unquote, boss. This is from Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. I tried the demo, it's very fun, so I'm going to ask for it for my birthday. Not in a hurry to get it. I'd rather have the physical copy. Or a micro SD card to put in the Switch to put more room in it. Because I bought the digital version of Luigi's Mansion during Mario Day because they were having a sale and it took up what was left of my Switch room. So that's not happening. I'm very focused. I'm also very itchy. I'm not good at hats, but I'm getting better. As some of you know, I've been tracing 3D models while working digitally. And I do believe it's been training my hand-eye coordination so I can see depth a little better. So my hats are not fantastic, but they are improving. I keep forgetting I put this here for easier access. Blah, blah, blah. Now we're gonna switch to the 4th prompt. Let Kirby dry a little bit. Then after this, I got to inventory these cards. Num num num. Alright, last prompt. How's the battery? Pretty good. Yeah, I'm still like obsessively looking at the battery. It's a new iPad, but you know, I got the anxieties. Gonna sharpen the nub. Gotta try to use these as much as possible. That's why we have some of these pencil extenders. Very useful. Polcam has won 10 from the Jump Catch game. Yeah! Good job, Paul. I knew that would get your attention. No, I'm not gonna go for photorealistic here. Sorry. Let's go for a slightly Bruce Timm look. You know, I'm seeing that message pop up so often. If the stream goes on a little too long, um, Twitter is going to block me from streaming for a while, because that's what happened last time. So we'll see. And there's a reason why I'm going a little Bruce Timmie on this particular character. But it's not perfectly Bruce Timm because I'm actually putting some texture in the hair. Not that there's anything wrong with his style. Because that would be a lie. They are artists whose styles bother me, but that's one thing I'm not going to be talking about on stream. Because, like, 99% of them don't deserve that shit. I try to be more of a positive force in this industry. But there are some times that like I'm done. Like, I'm not here for this. So what I think I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to do all the line art one color. Like, to really push the main color of this character. Even if I'm going to use the other colors during the Copic phase. Oh, it's gonna look nice. Yes, here's hoping. Thanks for the vote of confidence. It's very appreciated. I sound sarcastic. I'm not being sarcastic. But gonna let her dry. Then we can finish Kirby while she does. Oh, almost threw Kirby on the ground. He got stuck in my PJs. You know as well as I do how blinding sun through the window at a certain angle is. Yes! That's why... Like, you guys can't see it, but up here is where the window to my office is. And I got blinds on it. They're not exactly sun-blocking blinds, but the way they're made, they cut out the light pretty good. But otherwise, there were entire hours in the day where I couldn't work in my office because the sun was directly on my sclera, and I did not appreciate that. As Mr. Horse would say, no sir, I don't like it. I haven't had any complaints yet, so maybe this angle is working well for you guys. I mean, as long as you guys can actually see the art, that's what matters. These are pretty colors. I'm always happy when I see turquoise popping up and stuff like this. Personally, I'm not a fan of beige in general, but as an accent neutral, it's okay. When it's the basis of all your decorating in your house, I am visually bored beyond belief. So it turns out I draw Kirby stars the exact same way I would draw Star Buddies from the Care Bears. Good to know. Let's add a bit more shading to his shoes. What the? Oh, there you are. For some reason, I put this one on the left when it should be on the right. Yeah, that's where you belong. Drawing stuff here, coloring stuff there. Don't let Kirby dry because he has some Posca on him. And we're moving to the last card. Fill her up. I didn't see anybody try yet to guess who this is. I mean, there is a slight hint with the fact that I'm drawing her with a Bruce Timm flare. I love brush nibs for when I render hair. It looks so pretty. It's the best for me. I love brush nibs for hair. And now, one of my favorite things to do with brush nibs. Fake leaves. Can't quite do the same. Whoops, maybe if I was in the camera with the broad nibs, but it still works. And I believe we're done with her. This is the Batman Forever, I believe. Is it Forever? The one with Poison Ivy in it. It's movie Poison Ivy. And because we're done, also, because of the angle, I apologize for my, where's my finger? for my camera holder appearing up in here, but we are still going to take a look at the cards now that we're done. So here we are. We have the Get About / Goof Off job from Dragon Quest 3 English. Rydia from Final Fantasy IV, Kirby with the new gun power-up from Forgotten Lands, and movie Poison Ivy in a simpler, cartoonish Bruce Timm style. And with that, we are done for today. It didn't go too bad, nothing crashed at least. Just my phone being a dick. And as usual, with each end of stream, extra special rainbow covered thanks to my patrons on Patreon, my supporters. I appreciate you guys so much. Amber B, Jeff B, Paul K, Miss Enovis, and David F. Your continued support is immensely appreciated. Next live stream is going to be tomorrow, Sunday, April 3rd. Yes, at 1 p.m. Eastern, same time as today. Hope you guys had fun watching me draw this. I know I had a lot of fun drawing it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you.